Okay, so Michaela, let me just share my screen for our lesson for today. So here it is. So for today, anak, we're going to discuss everything about double paragraph. So this is interpreting our double paragraph. So let's have here our first example. So according to the bar chart, how many students together like mango and chocolate flavor ice cream? So this is our double paragraph. So in our double paragraph, um we are using double bar graph for us to compare two sets of data. So both data sets have the same categories. So for this one, the above, this graph represents likes and dislikes of children for various flavors of the ice cream. So we have here four flavors of ice cream: the mango, vanilla, chocolate, and also the almond. So this one is what we call as vertical axis. So this graph shows the number of children. So it is from a range of 5. So we have here 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30. So our colored vertical bars represents the likes and dislikes of different flavors of the ice cream. So for this one, we have here what we call as the horizontal line, which represents the flavor of our ice cream, namely the mango, vanilla, chocolate, and also the almonds. Okay. Also, the pink one, which is the vertical parts, represents the number of children that dislikes the specific kind of ice cream. So this one, um, these are the number of students who doesn't like mango. This one is the number of students who doesn't like vanilla. This one is the number of students who dislikes chocolate. And also this one is the number of students who dislikes what we call as the almond flavor. So for the likes, we have here the clean color. So this bar represents the number of students who likes the mango flavor. This one represent the number of students who likes the vanilla flavor. This one represents the number of students who likes the chocolate flavor. And this one represents the number of students who likes the almond flavor. So let us try to um answer this question. So according to this bar chart, how many students together like mango and then the chocolate flavor? So for this one, anak, we just need to add them. Okay, the mango and then the chocolate flavor which the students like. So this one, what color symbolizes the likeness of the students with the flavor? Is it green or pink?
Green.
Okay, the green one. So how many students do like the mango flavor?
15.
Okay. And how many students like the chocolate flavor?
25.
Okay, so what is the operation that we need to use for us to know how many students like the mango and then the chocolate flavor?
Addition.
Okay, very good. So what are the numbers that we need to add again?
15 and 25.
Okay, can you please add this one, anak? 15 plus 25.
40.
Okay, very good. So there are 40 students who likes the mango and then the chocolate flavor of ice cream. Okay? So, let's try this one. Can you please read our second example? Every year,
Every Every year, a high school PE teacher conducts a survey to find out the favorite sports of students in of his class in order to plan the sports activity for the year. The results of the survey are tabulated in a frequently table. Use the table's data to create the double bar graph to visualize the description
distribution.
distribution of favorite sports in both classes. The blue bars represent the
Class A.
favorite, the the
The fav
class,
Okay, favorite sports of students in class A and
and the orange bars
course
should
should
represent the favorite sports of students
students
in
in
class.
class B. Okay, for this one, anak, we need to graph the given. So according to this one, so every year, a high school PE teacher conducts a survey to find out the favorite sports of students in two of his classes in order to plan the sports. Okay, so for this one, anak, we have here different kinds of sports, namely baseball, football, hockey, volleyball, soccer, football, and also the basketball. So how do we do the graphing? So later on, you're going to graph on our next example, okay? So this is how do we graph. So for this one, the blue bar should represent the class A. So everything in class A should be in color blue. So I'm going to color this one as blue. Where is blue? Okay, wait. Okay, this one is blue. So for the baseball, we have here 24. So which means to say it is less than 25. So I'm going to zoom it in lang po. So this is baseball. So it should not be in the line of 25 since this is just 24. Okay. So this is the baseball. Oops. Okay. Oops. Let me just use the this kind of graph. Okay. Oops. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just edit this one. Oh, okay. This one is color blue. Okay. Okay. So this is how we represent this one using our bar graph. So this is for the baseball. So this is 24. For the softball, we have here 5. So this is softball. So this should be 5, like here. Okay, and then the next one is the hockey. So that is 31. Wait. 31. So it exceeds with our 30 like a little bit since that is 31. So next one is we have here the volleyball which is equal to 12. This is volleyball, so this is 12. So it should be at the middle of 10 and 15. Okay, Micaela, are you still with me?
Yes.
Okay, next one is soccer. So it should be 11. This one is soccer. Okay. Next one is we have here the football, which is also 24. So let me just copy this one. Okay, football is 24. Okay, the next one is 15, which is our basketball. Okay, so this is how we graph our bar graph. Wait. Okay, this is
It's
15.
not double.
Sorry,
It's not double.
it's not the.
It's not doubled.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I didn't. Okay, so let me just use this one. Next one is our the number of students in class B, which represents the color orange. So this is 23, much a little bit lower with this one. So it should be color orange. Okay, where's orange? Is this one? Okay. Okay. And then the next one is 8. Okay, for the football, that is 8. We also have here the hockey, which is 22. This is hockey. Okay, this is 22. So it should be like this one. Okay. Next one is we have here the volleyball. Our volleyball is 12. Okay, they are of the same amount. Next one is soccer, that is 9. So this is soccer, this is just 9. Okay, and then the next one we have here the football, which is 26. 26. Okay. And then the last one is we have here the basketball, which is 9. Okay. Now, Michaela, this is how we do our what we call as the bar graph. Okay. So, can you try to make it on our next example?
Yes.
Okay, so this is our next example. Every year, a small zoo charges no entrance fee during 2 weeks. They call it Wild Week 1 and then Wild Week 2. During these weeks, they recorded the number of visitors in a frequency table. So this is what we call as the frequency table. The use the table's data to create a double bar graph to visualize the number of visitors through 2 weeks. The blue bar, this one should be on the week 1, and then the orange one is for the wild week 2. Now, um can you try to create a double bar graph with this example? So let me just put here the number of days or the days. So we have here the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So in Monday, we have here 3. Okay. In Tuesday, we have 5. Tuesday, we have 5. Okay. Oh, in Tuesday, it should be also color blue. Since we're on week 1, it's blue. Okay. Next one is we have here Wednesday, that is 4. Okay. And then we have Thursday, 2. Okay. And then on Friday, we have 10. Okay. On Saturday, we have 20. Okay. And on Sunday, we have 25. Okay. Very good. Now, change the color of your pen to color orange. Okay. For Monday, we have here 2. Okay. Oh, that's just 2. So it's a little bit shorter with 3. Okay, how about in Tuesday we have 4. 4 on Tuesday. So that's a little bit shorter. Okay, very good. On Wednesday, we have 5. Okay, very good. And then Thursday, we have 9. Very good. On Friday, we have 13. Okay, good job. How about in Saturday? How many visitors are there? How many on Saturday?
20.
25. Saturday, that's 25. And Sunday is 17.
17.
Yeah, 17. Okay, very good. So again, Micaela, how do we do our double bar graph? What are the things that you need to um take note first? You need to,
Do, do the vertical thing.
okay, very good. So that vertical thing is what we call the number of visitors or kaya naman the number of people, okay? Next one, it depends on the color of our double bar graph. So for us to easily compare those data, we are given just like two colors. So it represents different categories. Okay, like for example, this one. Color blue is for Wild Week 1, and then for orange, that is Wild Week 2. Okay, so let's try now to analyze this what we call as the double bar graph. Again, in double bar graph, we are using this one for us to analyze two um, ideas, okay, or categories. So for example, we have this one. Visitors visit to zoo. So in the month of April, we have here how many people or visitors came into the zoo in month of April, adult visitor. Month of April,
300.
300. How about child visitors?
400.
Okay, how about on May? How many adult visitors are there?
200.
How about child visitors? Month of May. That is in between of 300 and 450.
310.
Higher. Between.
350.
Okay, that's 350. How about this one on June? Adult visitors.
500.
Okay, very good. How about child visitors?
450.
Very good. How about July? Adult visitors.
250.
Very good. How about child visitors?
600.
Very good. How about the August? How many adult visitors are there?
700.
How about child visitors?
650.
650. That's between 500 and 600. What number is between 500 and 600, anak?
550.
Very good. Now let's try to answer the following questions. So for number 1, how many adults visitors visit the zoo in the month of May? How many?
350.
Month of May, adult visitor is color blue. This is the month of May. And that is how many? Can you please look at the graph again?
Oh, 400.
Month of May, anak. Month of May, what color is
350.
what color is adult visitors?
Blue.
Color blue. Now, take a look at the month. Take a look at in the month of May. Color blue, month of May. Okay, very good. That's only 200. How about number 2? How many child visitors? What color is child visitors?
Red.
Red. Very good. In the month of August.
550.
Very good. How about this one? Find the total number of adult and child. If that is total number, what operation should we use?
Addition.
Very good. Who visit the zoo in the month of June? How many adult visitors are in the month of June?
500.
How about in the child visitors?
450.
Okay, so 500 plus 450, the answer is
950.
very good. That's 950. Okay, can you please write your answer po? Okay, next one. Find the total number. Again, that is total, meaning to say addition, of the child visitors who visit the zoo in the month of April and May. So what are the numbers that we need to add? At child visitor
Four,
in the month of April, how many?
400.
Okay, in the month of May, how many?
350.
Okay, so 400 plus 350, that is equal to
750.
very good. That's 750. Okay, next one. How many child visitors visit the zoo in all 5 months? Child visitors that
Add
yes. What are the numbers that we need to add? That's for 5 months in
400.
okay, 400
350.
plus 350
Plus
plus
450.
okay, 450 plus
For hmm
child, July child.
600.
Very good. 600 plus August child.
550.
Very good. 550. Can you please add this? Anak here. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0.
0.
Very good. Now, 5 plus 5. Okay.
10.
Plus 5, 15. Okay. And then 1 plus 4.
8.
1 plus 4.
5.
5 plus 3.
8.
8 plus 4.
12.
12 plus 6.
18.
18 plus 5.
23.
Very good. So what's your final answer?
2,350.
Very good. That's 2,350. That's correct. Okay, can you please write your answer number 5, anak? 2,350. Okay, next one. In which month do most of the child visitors visit the zoo? So we're just looking at the graph that is color red.
July.
Okay, very good. That's July. How about this one? In which month least number of adult visitor visit the zoo least?
May.
Okay, very good. That's May. How about this one? In the month of June, look at the month of June. Who visits the most? Adults or
Adult.
children? Okay, very good. Adult. How about number 9? What is the difference between the number of child visitors who visit in April and August. How many child visitors are there in August?
450,
August,
400,
August. How many child visitors in August?
550,
Okay, that's 550. Since that is difference, meaning to say we need to subtract. How many child visitors are there in April?
400,
Okay, now subtract this one. What's 550 minus 400?
150,
550 minus 400. Your answer is?
450, 150,
Okay, very good. That's 150. Can you please write your answer at our worksheet, anak? How about number 10? Find the total number of adult visitors who visit the zoo in the month of June and August. If that is total, what operation should we use?
addition,
Addition. And what are the months that we need to add?
June and August,
June and August. Is it for child or adult visitors?
adult,
Okay, now, how many adult visitors are there in the month of June?
500,
Okay, very good. That's 500. How about in the month of August?
400,
In the month of August?
450,
In the month of August.
oh,
Adult.
700,
Okay, that's 700. Now, you add this one. 500 plus 700, the result is
1,200,
okay, very good. That's 1,200. Okay, can you please write your answer? Okay, very good. Okay, how about this one? What is the title of our next worksheet?
color choices of student,
Students. Okay. What is the title of our vertical line?
number of students,
Okay, very good. How about our horizontal line?
colors,
Colors. Which color represents girls?
hazel,
Which color represents girls? What color? What color is that?
gray,
A beige. Okay. How about the boys?
red,
Red. Oh, okay. So here we are. How many girls like pink color? Look at the pink color.
50,
Okay, very good. Can you please write your answer? How about this one? Which color is equally liked by both girls and boys?
yellow,
Yellow. Can you please write your answer? Okay, how about number 3? How many boys like blue color?
D,
Very good, that's 40. How about this one? Find the total number of students who like red color. Total number of students who like red color. So what are you going to do with this one and then this one. The first bar graph and then the second bar graph.
50.
Okay, very
Teacher.
good. That's 55. Okay. How about this one? Which color is liked by most of the girls?
Pink.
Okay, very good. It's color pink. Okay, can you please write color pink, anak? How about this one? Then after this one, we're going to take our break. What is the difference between the total number of boys who like blue and green color? How many boys like blue color?
40.
40. How about green color?
20.
Okay. Now what is 40 minus 20?
20.
Okay, very good. That's 20. Can you please write your answer, anak? Okay, Micaela, let's have first a 3 minutes break. We'll continue answering this worksheet at exactly 5:34. I'm going to call you again. Okay? Good job that you answer everything. Question po?
No.
Ay, galing. Okay, so bye-bye for now, Micaela. I'll see you later.